Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So guys, I continue to bring you the Sowore storyline as it continues to evolve. So some of you may or may not know that the Buhari government had appealed to the court to allow them to hold on to Sowore for 90 days. So off the back of that, I bring you this. Breaking, judge denies FG's request to detain Sowore for 90 days. So that's the headline. Breaking, judge denies federal government's request to detain Sowore for 90 days. So that's the headline. Now let's get into the body of the story. A federal high court in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, has denied the request of the federal government for an ex parte order to keep convener of Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, for at least 90 days. The human rights crusader was picked up in a Lagos hotel in the early hours of Saturday by operatives of the Department of State Services and has been kept in custody ever since, despite growing calls for his immediate release. The President Muhammadu Buhari administration had accused Sowore of committing a treasonable act for calling on Nigerians to pour out on the streets on the 5th of August 2019 to protest against his government's failure to improve the living conditions of Nigerians. Many of the protesters who took to the streets in major cities across the country were met with harassment and arrest from security operatives. In its application on Tuesday, the federal government, through the DSS, claims that the 90-day window would enable it to conclude its investigation into acts of terrorism it is accusing Sowore of. So now, acts of terrorism is now the new language that they are using. Treason was the language that they started with, but as I've often said, and I always say, that the Nigerian system is to arrest somebody first and then think of the crime that you are arresting them for afterwards. So that seems to be what is playing out now. The other thing that plays out within the Nigerian system, as we're all aware, is that especially under this dispensation that we're in, this Buhari, whatever it is that is going on, Buhari and his cabal, so especially under this dispensation, they are functioning outside of the law of the country. So the law of the country says you have to arraign this guy within 24 hours or charge him with something and charge him to court. So now this is the requirement, of course, of the law of the land, but then of course these people set themselves and they sit themselves outside of the law of the land. So them holding on to this guy now and going to court for an ex parte motion to hold on to him for 90 days really is just really to fulfill all righteousness, because they're going to hold him anyway, irrespective of what any law says or doesn't say, or what any court says or does not say. And we already have the antecedents for this. I can reel out names. You all know the names: Dasuki, El Zakzaky, etc. They just hold on to people, and it doesn't really matter what the court or the law says. They just hold on to them anyway. It's just like a brutality sort of system, just like brute force effectively. So now it doesn't really bode well for Sowore. We are given the antecedents of this particular government especially, but then it's always been the case within the Nigerian system anyway. But with other administrations, at least they pretend that at least at trying to stay within the confines of the law. But with these particular guys, they've just jettisoned the whole legal system and thrown it in the bin, and they just do as they will. The law in Nigeria is effectively Buhari, and it's just whichever mood he wakes up in, and that guy is always in a bad mood. So woe betide the whole of that country effectively is what is going on now. So now the court has now rejected this application to hold on to this guy for 90 days. Are they going to release him? Well, you can go whistle in the wind, because we all know that is never going to happen, and they are going to hold on to him one way or the other for that 90 days, and if not for the remaining 4 years of the tenure of this particular administration, if we are going to have to suffer this administration for 4 years, or unless of course the electoral tribunal is able to do something so that maybe they can rerun the election or whatever. But if this country continues to be under the grips of these people, then it doesn't really bode well for Sowore. They will probably almost certainly have seized his passport, so traveling is not an option that is going to happen anytime soon for him. Even being able to freely walk down the road is not an option that is likely likely to happen anytime soon for him either, given the antecedents of this particular government. So the ex parte motion has been rejected by the court, and the court has rejected, because if you have to understand, of course, that they are saying this is treason, this is terrorism, etc. So this is high crime that they're accusing this guy of. So if the law and the courts were of the view that this is indeed as these people are describing, then there will be no hesitation in holding on to this guy. The law, the court will immediately sign off to say hold on to him for as long as it is necessary. But nobody, of course, is of the view that any of these trumped up charges are anything to do with the reasons why he's been detained. The guy called for a protest to protest against the living conditions of the Nigerian state and the Nigerian people, because it's getting just too pernicious, and then they are having to hold him down off the back of that. What is the contrary to the argument that Sowore is protesting against? Sowore is protesting against bad governance, is protesting against poverty in the land in a wealthy country. So what is their argument then? Are they saying that that should continue, or are they of the view that what Sowore is protesting against and is agitating for is exactly the direction of travel or for the country? Because I don't quite get the logic. I'm not quite sure what they are fighting against, because if this guy is saying he's protesting against poverty, the lack of access to education, the lack of access to health services, the penury and the poverty and the depravity in the land, and the banditry and the breakdown in security, etc. If he's protesting against all these and you are standing in opposition to him, are you then saying that you are standing in favor of these things that he's protesting against? I mean, I don't understand the law. So this is really why the court have just thrown this nonsense out of their yard. They say, just get out of my front and get lost, you know. So now they are now going to have to go and detain this guy outside of the law. But then, of course, this has never been a problem for this Buhari setup, because they've been detaining endless people. We all know the marquee names, but of course, there are countless people that are all just being detained by these people and just, oh God knows what, being brutalized in some dungeon somewhere in Zaria or wherever. You know, these people are particularly gifted when it comes to brutality and cruelty. I heard that some guy was just randomly picked up, some editor of a newspaper, that said, look, the things that this guy is saying, it is very difficult for you to disagree with him. That is the things that, and this is a northern newspaper, by the way, so you think it's one of theirs. But this guy of conscience is saying, look, this guy is saying this country cannot carry on like this. And it's very difficult to disagree with him that in a land of plenty, which is Nigeria, because have no mistake, Nigeria is an extremely wealthy country. Nigeria is a land of plenty. Nigeria is one of the richest countries on this planet. So in that land of plenty, and the people are not feeling the impact to the point that the country has become the poverty capital of the world, that this cannot surely carry on. So it is very difficult then to disagree with the position that Sowore is taking, that this cannot carry on. And there's nothing to look to as a future when you look at the lineup of the people that are running the country, when you have Buhari at the top, and then the people that are backing him up are people like Okpabio and Mechi and all this kind of, you know, all these real GPT people, all these Lai Mohammed and all these elements. So what future can Okpabio offer anything? What future can Lai Mohammed offer? This cannot carry on. The population continues to expand because nobody is in work, and of course, if nobody is in work, then they just continue to procreate. The population is doubling in size. All of the statistics and the projections from the United Nations are just alarming. That 400 million, etc., within the space of about 30 years or thereabout. Can you imagine that? Nigeria? Can you imagine Nigeria having two times the population that it does now within the space of 30 years, with things going in the direction that they are going, and with the people running this country being the sort of elements that we have in charge at the moment? So things cannot carry on, as they are. There's absolutely no question about that. So there's really no refuting what Sowore is doing. So whatever reason he's doing it for is a matter of opinion. It's a subject of conjecture, and you can have your opinions, your thoughts on why this guy is doing it. Is it for publicity? Is it attention seeking? Is it looking for relevance? Or is it just moved by the pleasure? For whatever reason, and whatever your reasoning are, there's logic to any argument, and I'm willing to listen to any reasoning that you have to draw your conclusions. But the one thing that you cannot go against is the position that this guy has taken, that the way that country is now is something that cannot carry on. And the reason why it cannot carry on is simply because it cannot carry on. Because people are virtually at that point now where they're almost now literally cannibalizing each other. It's just wild, you know, and it cannot carry on. Look at just what's going. You can't drive down the road, you can't stay in your house, you can't walk the streets. If you walk the streets, SARS will kick your head in. If you drive to your homestead to go and hide your head there, you can't even get to your hometown, you know. So it's just, and there's no job. You go to school and then you end up hawking pure water down the road, and you think, what did I spend those 4 years for getting that education? You know, it cannot carry on the way that country is. It's just, there's absolutely no questions about that. So now, conversations in the comment section is what I am inviting. The courts have taken a position, and we all know that it will have no meaning to Malam Buhari and the cabal. But what is your position? Come tell me what your position is in the comment section. But before you come share those thoughts with me in the comment section, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Okay, then come share thoughts with me in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.